Hi, this is Patrick. I'm going to show you how to make a custom summary report. Before I do that, I'm going to quickly define the difference between a summary and a list. So a list report would look like this. If I run a list of packages for all the packages that came in last month or last year, you would literally see every single package on the list. It's a list. But if I'm trying to find out, for instance, hey, how many packages that I get from UPS versus FedEx last year, then that would be a summary. So here's a summary of packages broken down by carrier type and account. There's 95 of those and 17 of these and 4 of those, with a total of 186 rather. So that's the difference. So to do that, we're going to start with going to reports. Again, we're going to do a summary report. And there are some reports here you can run, and if you like them, you can. If you like them and they're close, you can clone it and make a copy. But we're going to make a brand new custom report. We're going to start by pressing the new custom report button right here. Our first option is to name it, so we're going to call it, new summary report, because I'm not being very creative this morning. And our first choice here is the report type, and we want summary view. Okay, and then the first thing they're going to say is, well, what column do you want to do? And let's say I showed you quickly a breakdown of by carriers, but let's say I don't want to know by carrier. I want to know who is checking out or checking in. Let's say checking in. Who's checking in most of my packages? So summarize the checked in by, show all the packages that were checked in. Okay. And I could have also said checked out or unclaimed. I've got options, but in this case, checked in makes the most sense. And then by a certain range or unit. So what's a range and a unit? A range is from the 1st of January to the 12th of October. And then, or we can go by unit, so we could say show me all packages older than a year or younger than a year, or older than 2 years or 2 days or 2 weeks. That's the breakdown we do here. So I'm going to do by range, because on the last one I did by unit. So I'll just say, show me everything from January 1st. There we go. That was me clicking my tongue for some unknown reason. I apologize for that. To, actually, let's do the end of, there we go. So here's our date range, from the 1st of January to the end of September, and now save it. So it's done, but I have to find it. So here are our custom reports. I've got a bunch, so I know it's on the last page. But you could show more reports per page here, or you could just skip forward a couple pages. I'm just going to go to the last page. Here's our new summary report, and I'm going to hit run. And most of them were checked in by me, but you can see there were a couple that weren't. So here's our users. This is a test account. I could show you, if we open up a real client's data, you could get a lot more feedback, but you could still imagine if you had 10 people. Let's say you did have 3 employees that worked for you, and this is what the report looked like. You would have to say to yourself, why is Patrick logging in almost all the packages? Why is no one else pulling their weight here? Maybe it's because, we've decided that I log packages in and these other guys log packages out. That's fine, but it could also indicate that there's a problem. So it's not a bad report to run at all. Give me a breakdown of who logs packages in, and then you can do another one for who log packages out. You get a lot of information that way. So that is a simple summary report. You can also go through and print it or export it to Excel. If you liked it, but you felt like this is something kind of wrong, you can always go through and edit those reports too. So if we go back here and this thing is not quite right, I can edit it at any time, that new summary report, and change the date, the parameters, the logged in to logged out by, for instance, save it and run it. You can make changes anytime you want. It's very, very simple. Just make sure if you're making changes, you remember to save them, because with a new name, otherwise it gets confusing. So there you go.